Hello and good morning, everyone. It is Donna Gray here, your Stamping Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland, coming to you live on October the 1st. I cannot believe we are at the beginning of October already, and the beginning of October means a brand new Stampin' Up year for us. So our Stampin' Up year goes from the 1st of October one year until the end of September the following year. So we start a brand new Stampin' Up year. So to us, we're celebrating. It's a brand new year and it's really, really exciting. And we've got some exciting stuff that is happening with Stampin' Up right at the very moment. So when you get the notification that I've gone live, please make sure you jump in, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. And if you have any questions while ever we're crafting here this morning, please don't hesitate to pop it in the comments. I can see I've got Marilyn on here already. Welcome. So this is part 3 of my 12 Days of Christmas series. And I know you all love the 12 Days of Christmas. So I am going to re-energize you and get you absolutely prepared for the festive season. So I've got a really fun card this morning, and I wanted to share a bit of a technique of creating a gorgeous background and doing like a silhouette type of card. So I'm super excited, and I'm using a set that's not even a Christmas set to actually make a Christmas card. So it's really, really fun to be able to look at what you've got in your craft stash if you're not heading out and buying some new Christmas stamps. Look in your craft stash and see what you could actually use as a Christmas stamp to create some beautiful Christmas cards. Now type it into the comments when you jump on, say hello and let me know where you're watching from. Type it in the comments and let me know. Do you normally do all different cards for your Christmas card giving for the festive season, or do you settle on one design and do one design? Drop it into the comments and let me know whether you actually have just one design and you make multiple of the one design, or whether you make one of a kind individual cards for individual people. So let me know. I'll be the first one to say I do a mixture of cards. So I mix it up. So I have multiple people that I send Christmas cards to. And so I have multiple different ones. Christine says she does different cards. Good morning. I've got Christine, Matthew, Kerry, Jenny, welcome. Lena, welcome. Beck, welcome. Linda, Susan, lovely to see you. Jill, Deb, lovely to see you. And of course, Marilyn was the first cab off the rank this morning. So we are going to be doing some awesome Christmas crafting today for part 3 of my 12 Days of Christmas. So who's enjoying this, the series so far? Who's enjoying the 12 Days of Christmas so far? Give me a yes in the comments if you're enjoying the series so far. So Christine says she does different cards. Jenny says she does different cards. Matthew says he does different cards but in a similar layout. So yep, so just using maybe different designer series paper and just doing a similar layout but changing up the products that you use. Susan says she does multiple and individual. Thank you for sharing, Lena. Thank you. I hope it's Lena. Am I saying it correct, or is it Lena? I'm sure it's probably Lena. I'm hoping I say it right. Jill says she does a mixture of cards. When making multiple cards for orders, I make multiples. Yep. So Beck says she's enjoying the 12 Days of Christmas series so far. So you love seeing me every day, Christine. Thank you. I love hanging out with you every day as well. I feel like I'm getting back to normal doing the videos every day. Marilyn says 1 or 2 designs for your 60 cards you send. Well, that's awesome. The next thing I want you to say is, how many cards do you send? So Marilyn says she sends 60 cards out. How many cards do you think you send out? Do you have a definite list, or do you receive cards and then send cards because you've received cards? Like what's your workflow? Do you have a specific number? Type it in the comments and let me know, how many cards do you send every Christmas for your festive Christmas card sending? Thanks, Deb, for sharing. Thank you. Kerry said, yes, I'm away, so been watching replays. Great to see me back on a few more days. Yeah. You missed the first 2, Susan. You'll have to go back and watch. Yeah. definitely. We did a never-ending card, the first one, and yesterday we did a fun fold. So today we're actually doing a bit of a technique. Beck says she has about 50 on her list. Yep. Matthew said, I send some, but mostly make heaps to sell. Yep. You're enjoying the 12 days of Christmas, Linda. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you're all enjoying it. So while everyone's jumping in, I wanted to talk to you about a few things that I have happening at the moment. So, of course, I've got my World Card Making Day, which is this weekend. If you wanted to attend in person, if you register today, it's not too late. You will be able to attend in person on Saturday. After today, it will be too late because I'm cutting kits today. So if you haven't registered by the end of business today, you may have missed out. So please scan that QR code there. It costs $60 to attend in person. We have a light lunch. We have cakes and biscuits and coffee, and we generally have a good time. And the card buffet is really, really awesome. You get to make 8 cards, and I do all the hard work for you. I do all the die cutting, all the cutting of the card bases and layers. I do everything all for you. All you've got to do is stamp and assemble. So it's very, very a relaxed way of crafting and a great way of being able to join in. Unfortunately, this is just an in-person event, so I can't do it as an online option because I use 8 different bundles. So it's very hard to do an online option. So, but you need to watch the previous day's replays. You do, Matthew, you do. You're missing out on things. Okay, so we've got World Card Making Day. That's going to be on this Saturday. So we have a day designated to us just for World Card Making Day, which is really, really awesome. Registration has I've for my 2-day Christmas retreat, I will leave registration open for 2 more weeks. If people thought that they missed out, it's on the 1st and the 2nd of November if you wanted to attend in person. But if you would like to have a retreat in a box, you can get it delivered to your door. You get everything that everyone gets in person. You just don't get me in person and the in-person experience, but you get everything that you need to be able to create 8 gorgeous projects. You get the stamp and die bundle, which we're using, the bundle that I used yesterday, which is called the Ornamental Christmas, I think it's called. You get designer series paper, you get ribbon, embellishments. Sorry, it's not ribbon, it's actually twine that goes with it. You get the gold rings that are a part of it as well. We're going to do more than just card making as well. We're going to do probably some little 3D projects and things. So it's super, super fun. If you want to get your Christmas crafting underway, then definitely the 2-day Christmas retreat is definitely worth it. But you do get the stamp and die bundle and everything. So you'll have everything. All you need is your inks to be able to, your inks and your tools to be able to recreate the project. So you can scan the QR code there or use the link that's in the description of the video. The other thing is, of course, my crafty t-shirt designs. If you're looking for a great crafty t-shirt design to wear proudly and show how proud you are of your papercraft hobby, then by all means go and jump on over there. I've got some beautiful World Card Making Day shirts over there for sale. If you are someone that just wants to wear a shirt proudly to say that you love your crafting, there's some great designs over there. There's some really funny designs about fussy cutting and things. If you're a Stampin' Up! Trip Achiever that is going on the Alaskan cruise, there's definitely some Alaskan cruise ship shirts over there, which is really, really awesome. So if you want to have a look at that, scan the QR code there, head on over to my Etsy store and check out. They come from America. And for the people that live in Australia, they take 2 weeks to get here. So it's about 2 weeks to arrive. So for the people in Canada at the moment, I think there's a postage strike in Canada at the moment. So I'm not quite sure what's actually going to happen with that. It will be impacted because of the strike. So maybe we may be temporarily not being able to ship to Canada. I'm not quite sure what's happening over there with that at the moment, but I was made aware of that yesterday afternoon. So, sorry, yesterday morning. But if you're interested in getting some great crafty shirts, and they're great gifts for crafty friends as well. So if you think maybe you want to buy a Christmas present for someone that's a craft friend, great idea to do that. And I want to tell you the best news of all. We have a join offer that has started today that is honestly, I think it is the best joining offer we have ever had. Or put it this way, the cheapest joining offer that we have ever had. There are 2 options to join. One is, let me actually see if I can add a photo. Where is it that I can do that? I think I can do, I think I can add a photo here. Yeah, let me add a photo so I can actually show you the two offers that are available. So you can scan the QR code there to join my screen, join join my team. If you are interested, we have a deal that's only $60. So you get the normal $235 worth of product and you only pay $60 for the starter kit. I have never, ever known the starter kit to be that cheap. Like, honestly, it is amazing. Judy, I do not share a picture of the projects because they are exclusive to the people that do the retreat. But I am telling you, Judy, you would not be disappointed. I am telling you. So I never share the projects beforehand because it is exclusive and it's the surprise of opening up your box and seeing the gorgeous projects. And I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. They're always, everyone's always blown away by the project. So, you know, if you've watched me craft, you know the type of crafting that I do, and you will definitely not be disappointed. And it's the modern Christmas suite. So it's the black, gold, and white suite. So it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, yeah. It's and very trendy and modern, so I think you'll love it. So the join offer is fantastic. Now I just want to actually pop up that picture that I just did here. And let me get rid of that QR code just for like 1 second. So as you can see, we've got $60. You get $235 worth of product. Or if you absolutely love the product and you've been a Stampin' Up person that loves buying Stampin' Up for quite a while, you can get $344 worth of product. I'm just going to duck around. Can I duck around the side here? Yeah, I can. I'm telling you, it is absolutely the best deal ever. So I would love for you to join my Wild Heart Crafters community. We are an awesome group of crafters all over Australia. If you are in another country internationally, then I can suggest some of my awesome crafty friends. But joining Stampin' Up is more than just joining Stampin' Up. It's more than just the discount. It is physically joining an awesome, supportive, crafty community that you will get to meet people all over the world. I am telling you. I mean, the people that I know now, I know people globally through Stampin' Up. And we were actually only discussing at our team crafty catch up the other day that it is people, crafty people are just nice people. Like, it can't be helped, you know. Like, so if you want to be a part of a crafty community like that, it doesn't matter where you live in Australia, we all connect. We connect through the wonderful world of the internet. I mean, we had a crafty catch up. I don't think I have the photo here, but I took a photo of our crafty catch up. And do you provide an online PDF to follow how to make them? Okay, so the PDF is printed up and in your kit, Judy. So when you get your kit, I print the PDF up for you and pop it into your kit when you actually buy the retreat in a box. So yes, you can definitely, you will have colored photos. You will have step-by-step instructions with all the cutting guides and everything in your kit. So it costs $235 to attend in person. It costs $260 to actually get the kit by mail. And the reason the kit by mail is $260 is just the cost of the postage to send it all out in a box. But I can tell you it would definitely, you will absolutely have a lovely, lovely time. So I'm just going to go back and read a couple of those there that I was looking at those comments. Linda says she normally sends about 20. So your list is reduced now to how many people send you a card. Yeah. Where are we? I've seen some more. I can't, and the comments have all gone. Hang on, I go right back here. I did see some more. Marilyn says she does 1 or 2 designs for her 60 cards. Beck says she sends about 50 cards. Julie Farrington says that she sends about 25 posted. Susan, 50 to 75 personal, and I've made 80 to donate to seniors. Susan, you are on fire. That is absolutely amazing. Okay. So All right, I think that's all the comments. So welcome to everybody that has joined so far. Okay, so starter kit special, awesome. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate. If you wanted to ring me and have a chat and see if it's something that's going to suit you, I'm a no pressure team leader, I'm telling you. I physically just want to support you in whichever way you want to be supported. I don't make you do anything you don't want to. You don't have to sell. If you do want to get together with crafty people and do maybe like hold one class a month, I help you with all working out how to do that, how to find the people to do that, so however you want to be supported is what I like to do. All right, let's get to crafting because that's what we're here for. All right, so I've got two sets here. I've got the Scenic Adventure, which is the set that I'm actually going to turn into a Christmas card today because it's a gorgeous set. And as soon as I've got trees, I know that I can turn it into a Christmas card. So even though it's not a Christmas set, I am going to make a Christmas card with it. And I'm going to use a couple of the sentiments that are in the traditional labels set as well. So, hey, Cheryl, how are you? You're excited to see another new card. Well, I'm so glad. All right. So, I think what I'm going to do first of all is just grab a piece of basic white. I want to make a gorgeous background, and then we're going to do like a silhouette type of look. Now, I've got it in my mind sort of how it's going to look. I don't really know. I'm just, me, I just wing it. So I'm just going to cut a layer for the front, and then we will get some blending brushes and we will get into it with the blending brushes. And I know I've been using blending brushes a lot lately, but we did it in our basic foundations of card making. We used the blending brushes. That was what we were teaching them all this month. And I can tell you, it just has got me blending with my blending brushes. I absolutely love it. So what I thought was I'll pop those there just to cover up those glary bright lights. So I thought I will show you what we can do with the blending brushes for this one as well. So depending on picking a color scheme, depending on what you want to do, I actually think I want to have like Night of Navy. Sorry, I just bumped the camera then. Night of Navy. I think I want to have maybe some Berry Burst, maybe some Highland Heather, maybe that. I think that might be all the coloring I sort of want. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with that. All right. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer a couple of layers with my blending brush. So let me grab one that I can do for the purple. Let me see what I've got there. Okay, I'm going to have to use a nice new one, I think. Or will that one do it? Let me see. Now, when you are using blending brushes, my suggestion is always use the lightest color first, and then you can always add color. So I'm just going to go through with the Highland Heather, and you're probably thinking, Highland Heather, what is she doing? So I'm getting rid of the excess up there, and then I'm just going to blend over my, oh, and then there's a bit of ink that's just done something weird there. So let's try that again. We had a bit of a blob of ink there. Okay, so I'm just going to go over my card with some Highland Heather. Oh, I am going to do one thing. I'm going to do one thing that I think will be quite nice. Let's do a little circly moon type of thing. What size have I got there? That one. We'll have to do the moon this size. Okay, so let's use a little bit of paper. Okay. Well, I'm going to use cardstock because that paper was just rubbish when I just punched that. It didn't punch it well at all. That one did. All right, so let's actually add a tiny little bit of Seal Plus on here. Just a tiny little bit, and we're going to add that up here. Okay. Now, even though I did a little bit of Highland Heather, it's totally okay. And I'm going to keep going over. Now, that circle is going to stay there. The whole entire time that we are blending, that circle is going to stay there. I probably should have put the circle down before I did the bit of Highland Heather, but it's okay. We'll have a little bit of a Highland Heather moon type of look there. So I've done Highland Heather, which is my lightest color. Then I'm going to grab another blending brush and I'm going to do my Berry Burst. So I'm going to grab this one. Do you prefer a bigger one? Let's try this one. Okay, I'm going to do some Berry Burst. Now this is going to be bright. Are you ready? It's going to be bright. So always, with your blending brush, always dab off that extra ink off to the side. And you can see here I sort of went on with a fair bit of ink there on the side, but it's okay because I'm going to go over it with some darker color. Okay, so we've got some nice Berry Burst happening there. Be very patient with your blending. A lot of people try to rush the blending process. I always say to really be very, very patient when it comes to your blending, because the more patient you are, the nicer the look you're going to get. Okay, so we've got some of that. Now I'm going to grab a different blending brush and we are going to go in with some Night of Navy. Okay. Now, I do want to clean up this off my desk, because when you are blending, it's okay because I'm going with the darker one, but so I'm just going to use a baby wipe and just clean off my desk so that I haven't got the ink. If you're using a scrap piece of paper, clean your scrap bit of paper. Get another bit of scrap paper so that you can change it up and get rid of any excess that you've got there. Okay. And I should have wiped that with a towel to get it dry. But anyway, we are going with the flow. Okay, here we go. So we're now starting to get some nice colors. Look at this that we're starting to get here. And I want to get the color quite nice and deep down on this bottom part. I'm going to keep inking up and get more depth down in that bottom. Okay, so we've got some nice color happening there. Might go back through with a bit more Berry Burst to add a bit more highlight of a color. Let me grab that baby wipe again. Definitely when you're going back to the Berry Burst, you want to make sure that you've wiped your workspace so you don't get that Night of Navy look happening. So just do it with a paper towel. Okay, so we're back in now with the Berry Burst. And we're going to go across where we've met the Berry Burst and the Night of Navy, and we're going to add more color to there. And you can see that we're getting a nice violety purpley color in that area there. We're going to keep going a little bit more, get a bit more depth in that color. Okay, that's looking pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to go back with my Night of Navy one more time and add a little bit more just down to the bottom. You do get inky like this. I'm telling you, you definitely get inky when you're doing these type of cards. Just want to add some more depth down in here. Get that to really give us a good deep Night of Navy look. Now, one of the tricks that I do after I've done all of those colors. I then like to take my lightest color out of all of the colors that I'm using, and I like to go over the total top of it all with the lightest color. So I'm going to go back in with my Highland Heather, ink it up, and I'm going to go over the top of all of it with the Highland Heather. And what this does is it softens all of those colors, smooths out your blending, and gives you a much more blended look. Just over that. Okay. Now I think that's pretty good what we've got there. Now what's going to make this even more special, I want to add a little bit of gorgeous shimmer and shine over the top of this. So I'm going to grab out my Wink of Stella. Okay, we've done that. I'm going to grab out my Wink of Stella, and we are going to spritz, but spritz very heavily over this layer. Okay. Now, can you see how gorgeous that looks? Look at how filthy my hands are. Can you see how gorgeous that looks with that shimmer and spritz on there? I'm telling you, it is such a gorgeous way to get that beautiful shimmery look. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? I know that a lot of people say that they never really used Wink of Stella until they've seen me use Wink of Stella, and now they use it on absolutely everything. Now, we are going to remove our circle, like so. Now, I do have a little bit of glue there, but I've got my glue eraser, and I'm just going to rub that and get rid of the Seal Plus that was there, which is gone. And I think what I want to do is maybe just add a little bit of a pinky tinge to that moon. So I'm just going to, with my berry burst, add just a pinky tinge to it. There we go. Okay. A little bit more in the middle. But there we go. We've got a pinky tinge to our gorgeous moon. All right. Now, I think I'll do a, oh God, I was going to do a black card base, but of course, oh no, there's one there. Let's do a black card base. Fold it in half. Okay, so we have that. How gorgeous is that? All right, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take some of these. There's some tree stamps here, but I'm just going to take the largest one out of all of them. And you're going to see me use black here, and I very rarely ever use black ink. You all know me. I don't use black. Well, I could use basic grey maybe, but black's probably going to do it better. So let's grab our black memento. And we are going to ink up some black trees. And we are going to start stamping some black trees. Now, it's going to be pretty hard to see them, but we're actually going to put some die cuts over the top of this as well. So even if it's probably hard for you to see there, but you can see there is a few, when you look closely, you can see the black. I'm going to bring it up to the camera so you can see. Can you see my black trees? So you can actually see them. Like in real life, you can actually see them. Susan says stunning. I know. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Just that spritzing of Wink of Stella, and especially on those dark colors like we've been using, it looks absolutely gorgeous. All right, so let's do that. Then I want to cut out some black trees. So I've got a piece of black cardstock here that is a scrap. I'm going to take the dies from this set, which we have this one here. And what it's going to do is, if I can get it off, it's actually going to cut like, you can see here, it's going to cut like the tops of trees, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to cut a strip of black, and then we're going to cut the top of that strip of black with those trees. And we might cut a couple of strips and see if we can do a couple of strips along there. So we've got, that's definitely the same width. Well, let's do it the exact width. Actually, no, we won't. We'll leave it the way it is. And we'll do it this way. Okay, so let's do that. And let's do that. Okay, now you'll understand the reasoning of why I've done what I've done in a minute. So I'm going to use the die. And I'm going to cut the smallest one like that. Oops, and it just moved there. Okay. Now it doesn't cut it out. You can see here it doesn't cut it out, but I'm going to use my scissors and we are going to cut there like that and there like that. Okay, so we've got a row of trees. Okay, so you can see that's going to sit on here like this. Actually, we might just do one row of trees. I'm going to see what it looks like with two. Two might be too much, but I'm just going to, you know me, I wing it. I totally wing it all the time, but let's see what a larger one behind it looks like. And I was thinking maybe if I can change it up that I can get it, I can continue on. So I'm going to try this. I don't know whether it's possible or not. So we've cut one with the die there like that. Let's see if we can pick up the die and join it on and see if we can get some more trees to happen down here. So let's see if we can get something like this happening. Let's put it on there a bit further. So let's see if we can do that. So all I'm doing is, I did the other bit too high. My plan was to be able to get another lot. We might be able to. Let's see if we can do that. All good plans probably go astray. All right. So we've got that. And I'm hoping it doesn't look too bad. Look at that. Okay, so I was hoping to get like a different row of trees that we can possibly put in behind. So let's see. My thought process was we could have a couple of rows of trees. Tell me what you think. Do you think one row of trees or one row of trees or two? I think one. I think one's going to do it. I like just the one. What do you think? What else have we got in here? I thought we had some other little trees in the dies. Where did my stamp set go? Thought we had some single trees. We do. Let's do that. Let's do one row of trees like that, and let's do another row of bigger trees. Maybe they're over the moon. Okay, we can possibly do that. Okay, let's grab a little bit more black. And we'll cut out some of these trees. I thought there was more trees in there. Can I get them out of that? Oh, I can there, out of that piece. So everyone's saying one row, one row, one row, just one row. Okay, so I've decided just to do some nice bigger trees, which will look quite nice there. So let me grab my take a pick, get the trees out. Okay. Poke out all the little pieces. Sorry, I need to just send a message to my daughter because I'm on a live video. I'm doing a live video at the moment. I should be finished by lunchtime. What time are you going? She's got something wrong with her foot. They think she might have a stress fracture in her foot, and she's supposed to be running a marathon next weekend. So it's a little bit of a worry. So I'm going to do that. I've got those two larger trees, and I like that idea, although we've got some white there. All right. I like that idea that we're going to get a couple of larger trees, and then I'm going to pop a sentiment down along here and maybe a bit of ribbon. You know me and my ribbon. Okay. Now, do we want to do, we were going to do a black card base. And I'm thinking, what color do you think will bring this alive? Do you think if I use a berry burst layer in behind here? Have we got berry burst? We do have a bit of berry burst here. You think a berry burst layer is just going to bring it all to life? What do you think? What do you think about this? Oh, how's that look? What do you think? Yeah, terrible time for her, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Sherry. Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go like that. We're going to go on the berry burst. And she's trying to get an x-ray to find out whether she can whether it is a stress fracture. She went to the hospital last night, but they told her nothing. So she's now going to go to the hospital in her lunchtime to try and see if they can do something. All right, so we've got that. I think I'm going to pop those up. So let's put them on dimensionals. I think I'm going to, before I pop them up, I'm going to wrap a bit of ribbon around. So let me grab my ribbon, which is where? There it is, right there. Okay, I'm going to wrap a little bit of ribbon around this way. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pop them up. I'm going to do the sentiment, and then I'm just going to add a bow. I've decided. Changing my mind. Okay, so let's do that, and that will pop our trees up. Adding the dimension to the trees will just make them look like they're a lot closer than the rest. And I should have had black dimensionals under there. So if you've got black dimensionals, please use black dimensionals instead of that white. But you know what? I can probably cover that up by just going like this. Look at that. No one will ever know. Just color them with a little bit of, there we go. No one will ever know that there was white dimensionals under there. Just a Stampin' Right marker. All right, let's pop that up on the front. And we will choose our sentiment that we're going to put on it, which I'm going to do 'Tis the Season for the sentiment. I'm always crafting on the fly, Matthew. You know me. I was talking to a lady that reached out to me yesterday. Someone, she was looking for a crafty community to be a part of. So she reached out to me yesterday, and I was super excited to be chatting with her. And I was saying about how I do my videos, and I just craft on the fly. Like I physically just get on here and do what I think I'm going to do. So All right, so I'm going to pop that up on the front like that. I think I'm going to do the sentiment on a black strip of cardstock, and I think I'm going to do gold embossing on a black bit of cardstock because we're going to use a gold bow, so I want it to look nice. So let's do that. Get our Versamark. Yes, rest in peace, Stampin' Right markers, exactly. But if you've got old Stampin' Right markers, don't throw them away. You can fill them up. If they're the old style, you can fill them up with ink. All right, so we're going to do 'Tis the Season. It's a bit curled up there. How am I going to get it to sit nice? We'll try. 'Tis the Season. And let's grab our gold embossing, which is still in my tray because I do gold embossing on lots of things. Let's go there. Okay. Heat gun. Look at that when it turns gold. Isn't that just superb? Okay, so we've got 'Tis the Season. Add that back in there. We'll put our lid on that. Okay, and we will use my handy dandy little baby trimmer, which is sitting here on my desk somewhere, surely. There it is. I was going to say, for the life of me, I can't see it. There it is. Okay, so let's go here and there. Okay, and I'm going to add just a little angle on both ends. Actually, no, I might. No, I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave an angle on one end and then I'm going to pop it up on this end here. And then we will put our bow on. Okay, so let's grab some dimensionals for that. And as I said, black dimensionals would probably be the go for this. I'm going to use my edge bit so we can't see it. Okay, let's do that. Okay, we're going to do 'Tis the Season on the side here. Then, of course, we're going to add our gold bow. No, I had, there it is. I was going to say I had my ribbon. All right. So silhouette cards for Christmas with trees are a really, really nice touch. I just think it's, you all know me, I like to change up the colors a little bit. So once we pop a bow on there, how gorgeous does that look once we pop the bow on? Or could we put the bow on the trees, do you think? Do we want to put the bow on the trees or over to the side? While we're discussing that, I'm just going to cut an insert for our inside of our card. What do you think? Beside the sentiment or on the trees? Type it into the comments. That. And, oh, it's going to be a little bit little for the inside, but it'll be okay. And I'm just going to go a bit of that and a bit of that. And my tree and black memento. So black memento, stamp a tree. And then without inking up again, we're going to stamp a second one. Look at that. How cute does that look? And we need to spritz that as well. Sherry saying no bow. Beside the sentiment, to the side, trees, no bow. I'm going to put a bow on. So all the ones that are telling me no bow, you're not going to win. As soon as you tell me no bow, that makes me want to put a bow on all the more. Okay, let's clean that up. So we've got on the trees, on the trees, on the trees, beside, trees. I think trees are going to win it. So it means we're going to pop it over there. Okay. Let's add this one to the inside. All right, so we're going to do that on the inside, and then it's got lots and lots of room. I am the bow lady from Bow Desert, correct. So if I'm the bow lady from Bow Desert, there is going to be a bow on there. You have guessed it. Now, my issue is that they are where my glue dots were. Okay, so let's go like that. And we will go like that. Now, I'm actually not going to add any more embellishments on there because I think it will take it away from that gorgeous shimmer and shine. So there you go. Look at that. What a beautiful shimmery, shiny card. What do you think? If you love what I did there today for part 3 of our 12 Days of Christmas, please give me the thumbs up. And let me know that you liked it. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I'll be doing. I will be back live again. Tomorrow morning will be a little bit later, actually. Tomorrow morning might be around lunchtime because I actually have a meeting that I have to go to in the morning. So, but there you go, a gorgeous shimmery card. So thank you very much for hanging out with me. Just remember that gorgeous starter kit special is fantastic. So if you are a Christmas junkie and you want to get some of your Christmas crafting products at a cheaper price, $60 cannot get much cheaper than $60. Like, honestly, $60 is $235 worth of product you get to choose of your own choice for $60. Or if you want more product, pay $169 and you get to choose a whopping $344 worth of product. So that is huge, absolutely huge. So yeah, like, I just think get the starter kit, people. I just want to quickly show you how you can do that. I'm just going to share my screen because I want to quickly show you. If you head over to my website, so a lot of people will say, how do I join up under you? Because that has been asked quite a lot of times. So I just want to share my screen and show you exactly how you can join up under me. So all you need to do is type into a Google search www.stampingwithdonnag.com. And you will come to my website, which is here, and you'll see stampingwithdonnag.com, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And when you actually head on over to that website, I have some titles that are across the page here. Now, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger so you can see. Okay, yeah, there we go. So you can see here across the top of my page, you will see some titles. You'll see this one here that says Join My Team. If you click on Join My Team, it will take you to my Join My Team page. It will talk all about being a part of the Wild Heart Crafters and how awesome it is to be a part of our Wild Heart Crafters team. That's some of my team members from a few years back. But we have some really fun, awesome times. Now, here we've got a different starter kit special that's not supposed to be there. But anyway, forget about that. You know the deal. So you're going to scroll right down, okay? So you're going to scroll right down and you're going to click on Join My Team here. Once you click on Join My Team, it will come up with my picture here and it will say Donna Gray, Bow Desert, and you will pop your email in. Now, if you want to join under me, you have to make sure that you are designating me as your team leader, okay? So it's really important who you join under, but you have to designate me as your team leader if you want to join my Wild Heart Crafters community and make use of this awesome special. You type your email in. Now, if you've been buying from another demonstrator, it may want to try and redirect you to the other demonstrator, but my suggestion is, so let me see if I can type in we'll see if I can do this and whether it will let me get started. So if you haven't got an account, it will prompt you to make an account, or it will keep going through and then you will actually fill in your details. So once you actually have logged in, it'll say choose your starter kit. So it'll say starter kit, select products, and enroll. So that's as simple as it is. You press continue. It'll come up with the two options. So those two options there, you click on either one of these two options. So if you want to do the $60 one that you get to choose $235 worth of product, you click on that button there. If you want to choose the $169, then you click on the $169 button. So, and it's as simple as that. Once you click on the 169 button, whoa, I've gone somewhere here. There we go. Once you click on the 169 button, so I could click on this. Let's click on the $60 button. Okay, we go through here. It then says select products. Now, you can either scroll through the products and you can add anything in, even if it's on special, you can add any of the things that are on special into your starter kit. So you keep adding, and you can see down here on the bottom of the screen, it says $235 remaining retail value. That tells you how much is remaining every time you add something. So if I add this, this to it, it will then change the bottom here and it will say 203 because I've added the $32 stamp set. Now, if there's something that's in your shopping cart that you've put something in by mistake, you can click on this shopping cart button up here. You can go to your shopping cart, you can say view kit, and you can click this delete button. If you want to remove it, you can click the delete button and it will go back to where you are. Then you can go to search again. Sorry, you can go back. Let's go back. Continue shopping. We can continue shopping here once again, and we can add everything in. So you add everything up to the $235 worth of product. Then you press continue. It will ask you to put some details in. Now, a couple of things that I just want to talk to you about that you need to know is you did it actually not go to where, hang on. After all that, I don't think it went to where I was supposed to be. Let me go into sharing that screen again. Let's go to stop sharing. Let's go to share the other screen. And let me go, hang on, I'll go backwards. I'll go backwards so that we can get out of here. So, okay, there we go. Okay, so let's share this screen. Sorry, I was sharing it. I didn't share my entire screen, so you couldn't see. So you will put your email in. It will go here. It will say that I am your team leader. Then you press the continue button. Sorry about that. Then it gives you the option of which one you want to choose. If you choose the $60 option, you can select the products. It will then go and take you to selecting the products. So you can scroll through, select what products you want to select, and then press, after you've filled up to your $235 worth of product, or if you're choosing the other one, it's $344, then you press continue, and then it will take you to checkout and to complete it. So it's quite easy to do, but if you want any help and guidance, please ask me because I am more than happy to help you with that. So anyway, if you're interested, scan the QR code there. That will take you straight through to my joining link, or go over to my website, which is stampinwithdonnag.com. Thanks everyone for hanging out.